Hey everybody, Dr. Oliver here for backintelligence.com, and today we're going to talk about tension headaches. We're going to talk about what they are, what causes them, and things you can do to get rid of them. If you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button so you get access to more videos as we put them out. So headaches are a problematic thing. I see many patients in my office for all sorts of headaches, and there are a variety of reasons for headaches. The most common types of headaches are going to be tension headaches, which we're going to discuss. You can also have migraines and cluster headaches. There's medication-induced headaches. But the ones we're going to focus on today are tension headaches because they encompass the majority of all headaches. So tension headaches, well, what are they? Well, as the name implies, tension headaches come from tension somewhere in the body. Typically, the neck, the upper back, abnormal increased tension can cause headaches. So we're looking at these tension headaches, and the general feeling of tension headaches is going to be a pressure. Some people describe like a vice-like around their head. It generally occurs on both sides, whether it be in the back of the head, the top of the head, the side. Generally, you're going to see it both sides. It can be one-sided, but most of the time it's going to be on both sides. Whereas with your migraines and things like that, generally we'll see those as one-sided. Couple symptoms that you're going to associate with the tension headaches are going to be, again, like a pressure, maybe a throbbing, and dull ache. You're also going to look for things that won't be there. It's not common at all to see nausea or vomiting with tension headaches. Those can be associated with migraines and other types of headaches. So if you're having those symptoms, it's probably not a tension headache, and it's best to have yourself examined just to determine what types of headaches they are, because it is important to determine the source of headaches in order to treat them. So what causes this abnormal tension? Well, one of the most common things is things we talk about all the time is the abnormal posture, the abnormal ergonomics of everyday life, whether it be the computers and the forward head carriage. Putting our head in that stressful position will cause abnormal tension in the upper neck and in your upper back, and this abnormal tension is going to lead to the tension headaches. We also see it with people that use their phone excessively, right? Again, it has to do with that head position. We see it in stress as well. Stress increases muscle tension. When you increase muscle tension, you're more likely to have tension headaches. We see it in lack of sleep as well. So all these things are associated with this tension type headaches. So now that we know what tension type headaches are and what can cause them, let's talk about ways that we can deal with them. So we're going to go over 5 ways you can deal with them. The first one is we talked about already. So the first one is going to be the ergonomics. So we have to address the ergonomics. Most individuals spend too much time at a computer or looking at their phone. So we need to get ourselves in that better position. We can't be too far forward with our head. We can't be looking down consistently at the phone or the tablet. So we want to go through ergonomic correction. The best thing you can do is check out the videos that we have that are geared towards ergonomic correction for computers or when you're using phones and tablets. The second thing we're going to look at is what we call just progressive relaxation. So again, we have tension, so we need to relax those muscles. So a simple way to do that is lying down on your back and going through a method where you actually contract muscles. You could start at the bottom or the top. So let's say you start at the bottom, you contract your toes for 5 seconds, and then you relax. Then you contract your lower legs, 5 seconds, you relax. You work your way up through the hips and the back, the spine to your neck, and relax. You spend 5 seconds contracting each area and going through the relaxation. By the time you're done, you'll have an overall sense of relaxation in the body. It's sort of akin to a meditation type thing where you're trying to relax certain muscles and just let things go. So now that we've worked on the posture ergonomics, which could be causing some of this tension, and we've given you a nice relaxation technique, now let's work on some of the muscles actively. So one of the massage techniques and one of the areas we want to focus on is going to be the suboccipital space. Right up here, if you feel the back of your head and you feel the hard bony prominence there, just below that as it gets a little softer, that's your suboccipital space. There's a triangle of muscles on each side, and we're going to work on releasing those because those can be a large source of this tension headache that wraps and comes up over the top. So the best thing you can do is use a ball. This is a lacrosse ball. You can use a tennis ball as well if this feels a little too hard. And you're going to hold this ball in a position where you can cup it and put it right in that space. So the ball itself is going to touch the suboccipital space. You're going to use your hand as a support. So the ball, all the weight of your head isn't just right on the ball. You can support your head with your hand, and then you're going to lay back. So we're going to have Leon show you that. So we're going to have Leon the ball. So again, Leon's going to hold that ball in his hand. He's going to reach behind his head. He's going to lift up his head, and he's going to support his head with his hand. And then he's going to find that space just below that bony part of the back of your head. You're going to get it in there. We're going to have you hold the ball still, Leon. Yep, so he's going to keep his hand there as support, because a lot of times letting the full weight of your head rest on the ball is too much and it'll feel way too intense. So the first several times you do this, you may want to decrease the pressure on the ball by supporting it with your hand more. So you're going to lay here and you're just going to let it sit in that spot and you're going to breathe. It should be a little uncomfortable as you do it, but it should get better over time. So sit and breathe, nice deep breaths, 15, 20, 30 seconds, whatever it takes to get a release out of it. Don't hold it more than a minute, and then switch to the other side. So again, we're supporting our head with our hand. We're letting the pressure off of our hand as we feel more comfortable putting on the ball, and we're waiting for it to release. We always need it to release, so it's important that you breathe and let it go. So we're not just targeting the middle, we're going to be on the sides more. So you're going to find the middle of the spine, and just on either side, there's those triangles that we want to target. So we're going to have the ball, we'll start on the right side first, so the hand will be on the back of the right side of the head. We'll hold the ball just in that right suboccipital space. We'll get that to release, and then we'll switch over and we'll do the left side. So again, on either side, just below that bony part of the back of your head there. All right, we've addressed the suboccipital muscles, which can be a large source of this tension type headache. We also want to look at the upper traps. Big problem area. Most people tend to be too tight in their upper traps. A lot to do with computers, posture, ergonomics, all that stuff. But so we're going to address that muscle as well. It's a pretty basic, simple stretch you've probably seen before. What you're going to do is you're going to reach up over the top of your head. So we're going to have Leon reach up with his opposite arm to the other side of his head, just above his ear. He's going to slightly tuck his chin back a little bit, so he's got a little bit of retraction in the chin. He could take the opposite arm, the right arm under, and reach around to his back side there. So now he's going to pull with his left arm, ear towards his shoulder. So you're going ear over to the side towards your armpit, and you're going to hold. We're going to hold this stretch about 20 seconds. Should feel a nice, strong stretch, obviously along this side here into your trap region, all the way up into the neck. So again, we're going to hold about 20 seconds. He's going to back off the stretch, and then he's going to switch. So he's going to get the other arm up top. He's going to grab just above his ear. He's going to tuck that chin back again, a little slight tuck on the chin. He's got the arm underneath, and he's pulling back over again. Again, a good 20-second stretch on this. And you just breathe gently and relax. Good, and you should ideally feel a bit of a release up through this upper trap. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to work on repositioning. So we talked a lot about the posture, the ergonomics. It's all about the head position. Generally, tension headaches have a lot to do with what people do day in and day out, whether it be just stress, which can be addressed with the progressive relaxation, or it's a postural thing, a positional thing, a head position. So the head tends to be what? Too far forward on most people, right? So if Leon faced the door over there. So we're going to work on that basic exercise, the chin tuck. You're literally just going to retract your chin back towards your neck. You're looking to create that double chin effect. The more you get, the better. Don't worry, it won't cause anything to happen long term for you. You just want to pack your neck in. And what you're doing is you're working on those deep neck flexors deep inside your neck there. So it's an active exercise that you can do routinely throughout the day. It's a good one. I give a lot of patients, I tell them if they sit at a computer a lot, every couple hours, just do 5 to 10 of these. It's something you want to get more comfortable with. It's going to pack here. It's also going to stretch that suboccipital space we already talked about, which can help relieve some of the tension back there as well. So just active chin tucks routinely throughout the day, especially if you do a lot of computer work. This should never cause pain. It should just feel like packing and a little tension maybe in the back side of your neck here. So try these different techniques that you have, correct the ergonomics, work on the relaxation techniques, and then work on the muscles and see if you get relief from your tension headaches. If you don't, then perhaps maybe you don't have tension headaches. You should have them evaluated further, but try these. I think you'll have success.
All right, thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give us a like as well as subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos just like this. Now, if you'd like to get 3 video exercises that we've done with Dr. David Oliver that will help you to correct some of that forward head, those rounded shoulder, that kyphosis that we're all suffering from today because we're looking down at our phones, we're hunched over our computers all day. So these exercises are meant to correct your posture. So if you'd like to get them, they're completely free. There's going to be a link to get them somewhere here on the video or down below in the description. Just go to that page, enter your email, and we'll send you those videos right away.